Lucas Prime here, so it is time for another collection video today. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing a collection for films I have in a franchise. And this is for one of my favourite franchises of all time in DC. And this franchise, of course, which I'm going to be showing my collection for, is, of course, the DC Extended Universe. When it comes to what I own most of the franchise's films, and of course, one of the TV shows of a franchise, the first season of it, and probably all of that season I'm going to own. There is only a few exceptions to a franchise which I don't own. So, for example, because I am not a fan of Suicide Squad 2016, I don't own that. If you're wondering how I rewatched it for its review, I rewatched it via streaming services. And the same thing also applies to, of course, what is, in my opinion, the absolute worst one I've seen so far, which is Justice League, as I call it, which is the cut of Justice League by Joss Whedon, released in 2017, which I refuse to own, which I also watched via streaming services as well for its trash talk, of course. And also, as well, when it comes to a franchise, I also retired from it with, of course, the last film in this franchise, which I'll be showing on this collection video. So that means that I am not seeing The Flash. I never will see it because I've heard nothing but bad news about it, and from what I've heard about it, I think it's absolute trash, and if I was to go see it, I'll probably say it is the worst DCU movie ever. But I refuse to watch that movie, and anything else that came after it, I'm not going to watch at all. So anyway, let's begin this collection video. So, starting with what is my personal favourite in the franchise, of course, which is the one that starts it all, which is Man of Steel, which I own as a Blu-ray steelbook. So this, of course, is my personal favourite in the franchise, and I just really love this logo with the Superman symbol there, just pretty amazing there, right? And there's the main cast on there, and also on the back too. They're also down there too. It's a shame there's nothing on the back here. It could have been like a picture of Superman or General Zod or something like that, but sadly not. But it's a pretty good steelbook nonetheless, though. And inside, there is 2 discs. So this one here on the top is just a regular Blu-ray disc, and the other is the disc in 3D. So that's, of course, Man of Steel, the one that kicks off this franchise. Then onto its follower, which I also own as a Blu-ray steelbook, and you'll all have seen this in my recent review for it, of course, which is Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, which is also a 3D one. And this one's pretty cool because on the front, of course, you have Batman with Superman's symbol in front of him. Then when you flip the box, there's Superman with Batman's symbol in front of him, and the logo once again down there. No cast members on it, but like the Man of Steel one. And when you open it up as well, so comes with 3 discs. This one, which is black, is a 3D disc. And here is the regular theatrical version of it on Blu-ray, whereas here is my personal favourite version, which is the Ultimate Edition. The Ultimate Edition, to me, is the true version of this film, what we should have got in the cinemas. The theatrical version, in my opinion, is really disappointing, so I like to say the Ultimate version is the one we got in cinemas. Batman vs Superman. Then after that, because I, of course, don't own Suicide Squad 2016, I'm going to skip to another one of my top favourites in the franchise, of course, which is Wonder Woman from 2017, which, if you guys have seen my Titan and Court Steelbooks collection video, this is Titan and Court Steelbook, which I own the film as. So, this is what it looks like. So on the front here, of course, you have this pretty cool logo here, there it is. And on the back here, information about the movie. This is also a 4K film as well, guys, so it comes with a 4K disc. So, here is a badge of Wonder Woman's shield, which I wore in the review when I reviewed the film recently. And here as well, of course, is the steelbook itself, which of course is based on Wonder Woman's shield, so on the front there, and also on the back as well. And what's cool is when you actually open it up and you do it like this, yeah, shield right there. And on the inside, there's 2 discs. One of them is the regular Blu-ray disc, which is this one, and on the back here, the white one is the 4K disc. And here, guys, there was actually a poster for the film, which I actually took out and put up on my wall. So, yeah, that's what it comes with. So it comes with a badge and a poster, which are definitely really cool gifts, and definitely a reason why I really love to collect Titan, of course, steelbooks, because they're definitely a lot of fun to get. Because not only do you get a film with them, of course, in Blu-ray or 4K form, or 3D, whichever one you get, you also get some pretty cool gifts, which is really nice. So, that's, of course, Wonder Woman 2017, guys, one of my all-time favourite DCU films. If you want to see me show pure love for it, then go check out my review for it. And because I refuse to own Justice League, I like to pretend that what we got in 2017, of course, was Zack Snyder's Justice League. So, even though this was, of course, released in 2021, I had to pretend this came out in 2017 instead. So, this is my Blu-ray of it, which I got from HMV, guys, and the other three I just showed, I got those from Kex. So here it is, guys, looks pretty cool. And so, on the inside, so always an advertisement for some DC projects, which is pretty cool. There's 2 discs, so here's a disc 1, and a disc 2 as well. So, yeah, I assume that disc 2 special features and disc 1's the film, I guess. It doesn't say what region it plays in, but I assume because I got it from HMV, that it plays in region B for the UK, of course. When it comes to other films, but however, it didn't appear to say what region those were for, really. Yeah, it doesn't say the Wonder Woman, and when it comes to Batman vs Superman as well, it doesn't say for that either for the Ultimate Edition disc for some reason. So, but I'm going to assume that because they are from the UK, of course, got these from Kex, that they will play in the UK most definitely. And yeah, same includes the Man of Steel, no region mentioned. So either it's only region B, or maybe it is universal, so it's region free all over the world, so you can play it in any DVD you find, which is pretty awesome, Blu-ray wise. After that, we then get to, of course, the next film after Justice League's Justice League cut came out in 2018. And, of course, which is a standalone film for another member of the League, of course, which is Aquaman, which I own as a 4K movie. And this comes with Blu-ray as well, so yeah. Once again, the box doesn't say what region it is, but it might probably say it's on the disc, so let's check, shall we? I got some Kex, by the way, as well. Comes with like an advert for DC's up things, so like movies, shows, even Lego DC Superman, which is pretty cool. It's my favourite Lego game of all time. Even an animated film as well. There's the 4K disc right there. And here's the Blu-ray. No region on there either, so I'm going to assume because I got it from Kex, so this of course plays in region B, but it could be region 3 though, possibly. Then on to another one of my favourite DCEU movies, one of my top favourites, of course, which is another standalone film for another DC superhero, one of my favourites as well, which is Shazam. Definitely pretty cool still, but this is another 4K one. The front here, of course, shows Shazam himself there, and on the back there's the logo for the film. So, when you open it up, so there's, of course, the cover, so this is a 4K one, of course. On the front here, of course, is a 4K disc, and on the other side behind it is the Blu-ray. So, yeah, just normal Blu-ray right there. And doesn't say what region it is for, once again. Then on to the next one after that, of course, that I saw, which is, of course, none other than Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn. So here it is, and this is what it looks like. Personally, I'm not really a fan of this film that much, but you know, I think it's a bit better than Suicide Squad 2016, in my opinion, and certainly better than Justice League, I'll definitely say that. So, there's the disc right there. Unfortunately, there's no, like, artwork or anything on it, just blue, really, nothing really on the film's logo. And the box doesn't say what region it is, and now just the disc for some reason. So, there's Birds of Prey. Then on to another one, of course, which, of course, released in the same year, 2020, of course, which is Wonder Woman 1984, and I'm not really much of a fan of this film compared to the first film. The first one to me is a masterpiece, but this one, in my opinion, is a bit weaker. So, and I got some HMV. So, there's the disc in there, and it's just blue, nothing new whatsoever, no pictures, anything like that, or fancy artwork, just nothing really, sadly, just film's logo. And there's also no region either, so I'm going to assume that it plays in my region, or maybe it's region 3, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Then on to, as well, another strong entry in the franchise, released a year later, of course, which is The Suicide Squad. And this is a cardboard cover, so yeah, please forgive, you know, the scratch marks on it there, because that's where I got the label off when I bought it from Kex. But yeah, here's the film when you take off the cover, it looks like that. So this film was definitely, in my opinion, far better than the 2016 film, in my opinion. And I will say that while I have lost respect for James Gunn, I will say, though, that I think the stuff in this film is great, and I still enjoy it to this day. That's what that looks like. And on the inside is advertising for more DC films, such as, of course, like The Batman and League of Super Pets, Black Adam, and among others too, as well, on the get on the back as well some games as well. Stuff like that, and also shows too as well. And neither the disc or the box for the film are same in region, so I can also assume once again that maybe it's playable in all regions or just region B. I do not know. Then also as well, of course, a DCU show which I own the first season for, which of course is Peacemaker. This is definitely, in my opinion, a solid continuation of the Suicide Squad movie, and John Cena was definitely really great as Peacemaker in the lead role in this. It was definitely a lot of fun to watch, and I thought it was a decent show, in my opinion, and I thought it was enjoyable. But due to me, of course, stopping watching the DCU, I will not be watching the second season. Absolutely not. This was lots when it's been taken out of the cardboard, and here it is there again. The box does not say what region it is. There's an advertisement for some DC Steelbooks there, and it has 2 discs, and they're both the same blue one, and there's no region on them, so that's what they are. So that's Peacemaker. Then on to as well another film released in 2022. This was also another one of my top favourite DCU films, of course, which is Black Adam. And I got this as a Blu-ray Steelbook. And on the front here, of course, is Adam himself. And on the back is his symbol and the credits down there. When you open it up, so there's, of course, the 4K cover for it if it was a 4K film, because it's a 4K Steelbook. And there's also for Shazam Fury of the Gods. And the disc is here, is obviously the 4K one. And the blue one here, of course, as suggested, is the Blu-ray disc. So that's what it is. And I personally love Black Adam, guys. It's one of my favourite DCU films of all time. But it's unfortunately an example of a film where its end credit scene does not age well, because it, of course, shows Black Adam about to confront Superman. But unfortunately, the DCEU got rebooted, didn't it? And we're sadly never going to see Henry Cavill reprise his role again in a follow-up to this. So that really sucked, doesn't it? So, yeah. And finally, this collection will end now with me showing the film that I retired with, of course, which I saw earlier this year at the cinema in March, which of course is Shazam Fury of the Gods. I got it on Blu-ray from HMV, and when you take it out of the cardboard, there it is there. And yeah, it's a pretty good cover, that, and on the back there, information about the film. And just like every DCU film I've shown here, there is no region mentioned on this, and the same also applies to the disc, which is unfortunate, just a blue disc, nothing new, no pictures, anything like that. And unfortunately, it's advertising films I'm not even wanting to watch, like Flash and Blue Beetle, for example. I'm definitely not watching either of those, absolutely not. I'll stick to this as my end of the DCU. Anyway, guys, that's me showing, of course, my collection for the DC Extended Universe, the films I'm only going to own, because now I don't see any point in getting any more films, because there's some films which have already come out which I don't want to watch, and ones which are coming out which I don't want to watch either. So, yeah, I'm happily done with a franchise, and I think with Shazam Fury of the Gods, I ended on a decent note. That's how it's going to be for me. So, guys, this was, of course, me doing my collection video for the DC Extended Universe films I have on Blu-ray and the show Peacemaker on Blu-ray. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to put on the comments what you guys think of my DC films I have. And let me know in the comments what you have as well physically for DCU, if you have a collection too. I'd love to hear what you guys have. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe if it's coming in the future. And I'll see you all later.